So glad you could join us on this wonderful Saturday night. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. And one of the players we'll be seeing in this one, Thaddeus Young.
He's able to find a way to get to the rim and get the shot to go in.
And he also loves to jump into the passing lanes and pick you off. I mean, he likes to shoot the gap. It backfires on occasion, but like a great base runner, he seems to pick his spots pretty well.
This Boston crowd ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Celtics. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year. Bradley kicks to Turner. Here's Crowder. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
You know, those concerns were well-founded. He ended up going under the knife in February after a back issue in Boston. He did play well, though.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for Brooklyn. He told me he's very pleased with how his team...
And thanks for that story, Doris. Thomas dishes to Crowder. Here's Sullinger. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the layup. Jack passes to Lopez. And that one is stuffed right through. Bring a lot of grit and toughness, I thought, Clark, as the season wore on.
Yeah, Kevin, and the good news as his back recovers is that his game was never really based on his leaping ability. His game is low to the ground, based on savvy and skill. He's strong, powerful, and again, very skilled. So the recovery prognosis is good, and I think he's looking forward to a long and productive career. He's a really good basketball player.
Now here is Jack. 6 to shoot. Young. That's good. And for Brook Lopez last season. Outside Thomas. Looking to end the run. Again, Thomas missing.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
And Jarrett Jack, the bucket on the assist.
Attack all season long.
Here's Crowder after Jarrett Jack's score. Bradley.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
He kicks it to Ellington. The putback, and Young slams it home. Now here's Turner. Last time out he had 13 points. Kicks to Bradley. Latrey hits the bucket. Bradley's got 6. Jack passes to Bogdanovich. Sims defended by Zeller. Here's Bogdanovich. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. There's the dish to Zeller. The second chance effort. That is good. And Jack kicks to Young. And he slams it one-handed. An indication there of why the
things around last season, guys, and a big part of that was them turning around their road record a bit. Turned some of those losses into wins, and much better on the road. It got them the 4th seed in the East.
4-point game. Screened by Young. Larkin, the pass to Young. It's on target from the high post. Young's got 11.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Here's the 3. That's good. Uredko's got 5 points. Big, you're right. And Boston has possession. Trailing by 4. Rejected by Robinson. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here.
No hesitation at all on that alley-oop.
Made the catch. You saw the result.
And I like the choice, making the conservative finish, making sure of the 2 points.
That shot wide open. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From about 16, shots good from Young. Young difference.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Steve, that they're not settling for the outside shots. I mean, go in there and get what you want. Keep attacking the rim.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Brook Lopez is out there with Thomas Robinson. Then it's Donald Sloan. And it's Carsov in at the 3 slot. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Kevin, thank you. The Celtics, with the departure of Doc Rivers, going young.
And a lock for the playoffs was a little closer to the middle of the pack than they thought.
Well, with the hot start they got off to, I think it was just a matter of time before they hit a cold stretch. And never fun to be held to just 5 points in a quarter. And that game had a lot of...
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Sloan dishes to Lopez. Powered down after the assist, let him into the lane. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark at the deep. Look how frustrated Steve is over here.
Well, you know what,
disgusting.
Come on, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
And Sloan kicks to Carisov. Number 6. And it's Brooklyn scoring again. Back to Robinson. Sellinger's there. Robinson passes to Lopez. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. Sellinger's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Number 36 sinks the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
From those two about how to play in the NBA. I think he's ahead of his years as far as his basketball acumen. He's what we call an old head.
Right side Jack. And the pass to Bogdanovich for 3. Ellington. Good.
Teams in New York and Brooklyn, all of a sudden Boston is looking ahead, looking above them to the other teams in the division. And now it's time to make another push, another rebuilding job, and get back on top.
Thomas, that's good. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. Here's Bogdanovich. He had 10 points in the win against Milwaukee. And the whistle blows as the basket counts in a 3-point.
Just because of their veteran experience, their talent, their coaching. So they were really able to ride that home court into the playoffs.
Crowder. That 3 off the mark. Nets leading by 7. Jack dishes to Ellington. Young guarded by Bradley. Count that one.
Because I had Zach Sullinger as a coach, he says, referring to his father James, who taught him the game. And guys, Garnett praised Sullinger's incredible IQ for the game and no-nonsense demeanor. He's fit right in with the Celtics.
Passes it to Sims. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. The feed to Turner. And it's sent back by Bogdanovich. A nice shot by Selling. Outside Jack. Puts one up from 19. And Young with the basket on the assist from Jack. Boston's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Thomas kicks to Bradley. Back to Thomas. Fires for 3. Good. Thomas got 13. Young, a screen on Bradley. The dish to Jack. The pass to Bogdanovich. Pass to Sims. Makes the lead pass. Young. And the layup's good off the glass. Young's got 7 points.
So he's strong enough to guard bigger players, but his best attribute is putting pressure on the ball. It's a nightmare just trying to bring the ball up the floor against Bradley.
One of the best on. Passes it to Sims. He's against Zeller. The jump hook. Young, right side. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just hasn't been physical enough at the rim. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have come from the paint.
Thomas kicks to Turner. Crowder. Zeller cleans up the mess with the savage put-back flush.
And 3 assists as well. He's been putting it up, and it's been going down 100% from the floor.
Yeah, he's just so focused right now. You can see it in his eyes.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. On the court for the Celtics, Avery Bradley is out there with Isaiah Thomas. Then it's Evan Turner. Then it's Jared Sullinger. And it's Crowder in at the 4-man position. Gets it to go. And it's 9 points.
It's a taking a very tough Atlantic Division last season. They actually were in the picture for the title until the end.
And Turner kicks to Crowder. Drops in the tray. Crowder's got his 3rd bucket.
Shooting the kickouts is the only choice.
He dishes it to Young. Tries from 10. Hits the bucket. Just 5 on the clock. And Young, here we go. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Create his own shot. I mean, he is strong and athletic and very aggressive in looking for his shot. It's tough for a defender to body him up or throw him off stride
tough shot, Steve. We saw it all season long with Golden State last year.
Well, he's fearless, Kevin. His ability to shoot off the dribble and knock down a three, but in pressure situations.
Thaddeus Young on the wing. Lopez passes to Jack. Back to Lopez. 8 feet away. Good, and Jack gets the assist. Back to Johnson. The Celtics working the ball around now. Number 36 drills the three-pointer. 8 points for him.
Phenomenal era with KG and Pierce that is now a thing of the past. But look, they've hoisted a championship banner, very close to another. But it's just time to move on, and that's just the way it is in the NBA. These things.
Now Bradley. He's got 9. Shoots a 3. Gets it to go. 11 points in the game.
A rebounder. And, I thought he should have got maybe some votes at least for most improved player last season. Big reason why the Nets improved so much.
That's a good point. Olynyk, and he takes that one up.
Dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
Larkin kicks to Bogdanovich. No good on the triple.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Shot's good. And to stop the drought.
My goodness.
He beats the bucket.
Wow.
To Thomas. Takes the 13-footer. Number 6. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. % in this one. Thomas goes in. Back to Johnson. Some solid defense from Robinson. Nets leading by 4. There's the pass to Carsey. Finished off the break.
I think it happens far too often.
Here's Sloan. The rebound by Johnson.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Pass to Carsey. Kicks it to Sloan. From 13, and the jumper is on the mark.
Never been a team that concentrated on offensive rebounds, partly because they wanted good transition defense, so they didn't send more than 1 or 2 guys to the offensive glass. And that's his first 3 of the second.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Down since the end of the third, pretty cold down the stretch. Thomas dishes to Turner. Sullinger. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Number 6, defended by Sullinger. Robinson passes to Carsey.
Right back to the basics there.
Basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
The dish now to Thomas. Lays it up and banks it in. Thomas got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Sloan. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Now Young inside. Tries to save it. Here's Crowder. And Young comes over to help. To the inside. Here's Turner. Makes it off the glass. Turner's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's Sloan. He's guarded by Thomas. Here's Robinson. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Boy, he's just dangling.
Turner covering. Number 6. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, they're in great position here, and it's thanks in large part to their three-point shooting.
You called that right. They are lighting it up from behind the arc this half.
Gets it to go.
And he answers right back.
Sloan passes to Young. Right side Robinson. He passes to Sloan. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. And here's Bradley. Back to Turner. He kicks to Thomas. Number 6, Turner covering. Sloan passes to Sims. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Both free throws good from Sims. Now a timeout called by Boston. 1:19 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Bradley. Rejected by Sims. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Thomas against Jack. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Jack, he's guarded by Thomas. The kick out to Young. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Well, it's going to be tough for them, but you have to continue to compete. It's not over. Just play, see what happens.
Yep, you can't afford empty possessions.
Jack passes to Sims. To the paint. Banked in off the glass. And the Nets lead by 9.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thomas dishes to Johnson. Good.
And he was one step ahead of the defense.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.